devastation moment for some of these teams, and really expecting some of these teams that have already, I guess, consistently performed on that upswing is when that becomes even worse.
Let's find out. 3 games left to go in ranked decision. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Toby and Chunks. Take it away, folks.
That's right. Here we are over here on Miramar for PGC 2021. Brought to you, of course, by Alienware and Toomey. And it's a fairly southern playing path to kick off our desert maps for the night. Similar to what we saw on Erangel. I don't think as awkward, though, this time around, Toby. Is this going to be one of those playing paths that'll cause problems for your pick'em teams?
No, my pick'em teams are fine. I know I'm never gonna win, but I'm double digit rather than triple, like the pretty much every other talent except for me. I mean, I think for me and Joe, we're carrying the Joe and I we're carrying the fantasy picks for our respective talent bunch, and I think that's all right. That's all right. Where are you sitting in the fantasy side of things?
Currently, I just had a look then. I'm currently 145th overall. So I'll take that one. I'll take that one. It's better than I did in PCS when I didn't even break the top 1,000 in the first week. But you know what? Anyone who's picked Dignitas or Kaishin right now is probably a little bit worried off of this drop over at Impala. This is a little bit nerve-wracking for them.
I gotta say, if there are 2 teams that should not be hot dropping right now, it's probably going to be Kaishin and Dignitas. I know that desperate times call for desperate measures, but when you are finding yourself at respective 31st and 32nd, I feel like there are more important things in life than trying to fight early game.
Yeah, it's not great, but this is...
They kind of just sit around after Punich goes down, and then they go, okay, let's leave. Like, what is the play? What is the long term here? I know they get 4 inside a shack, but it's going to be very hard for them to really make a play out of there. I think there would have been better chances for them to wrap down on the south side and see if they can cross over. But we'll see. We'll see, of course, the game ain't over yet. If they can make something of it ends in the meantime, making their way into the field too. There are very limited playable spots here, so maybe that's part of the reasoning for Dignitas to choose the spot that they did. In the meantime, Danawa and Navi, they've run side by side so far. Now Aaliyah finds soul damage being done. Aaliyah falls down immediately after Quizzy, able to get down Liglo. Just 1 left alive, I believe, for either team. No, make that 2 for Danawas. Quizzy, no HP, gets sent out of the map, through the map, and now KPI, hearing the commotion, want a piece of the pie.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Dano. Sure, they're able to grab themselves 4 kills out of it, but KPI are immediately moving through. You can see Sills in there was able to flush out 1 as the nades will come through. Rex is a little bit further off to the side. I'm not sure whether KPI actually realized this. Obviously, there are smokes inside the dip, which do deny a bit of that info. He's just going to be laying prone, using that tree for cover. And the question becomes now, KPI, do they actually decide to push into this? Because if they do, you happy are going to be more than happy to peek over the top and get themselves some of those kills. Dava falls. That's Mad Clan out in 13th right there, as Kaishin do make their way out of 32nd position once again.
Yeah, it's they've been able to hold tight, Kaishin, at least for now, but it's a close race. Close race at the bottom. Everyone trying to get out of there. SSG now making their way in and through the edge of La Bandita, trying to see if they can maneuver through the plane crash area. Not going to have a first time round sharp shot. Want to fall down. Ixif there to steal the kill. Korn trying to see if he can put a dent in the rotation here for them as well. Knows exactly where they are. Unfortunately, no damage throwables available for him. We'll have to try and see if we can hold the angle with his gun in hand. Tosi there to help Oldless take it down. And this is quite a few knocks we're racking up on SSG, so Bleeder should be forcing them to go for the rest rather quickly.
Absolutely, Korn going to be playing point right here. Lands the hip fire. Beautifully done to finish off Keenan. And that's SSG falling out in 12th right there. Not ideal for them as they try to get themselves closer and closer to that top 16. It feels like every time they just trip at that final hurdle. The team fights just not going great right now. FaZe, though, going to try and make something out of their team fights as you see the nades in hand. Gustav tosses one out. Big damage onto one of those Kaishin players, but it isn't going to be enough to actually find the kill just yet. Knows there is going to be someone up in this compound, and FaZe realize that they have to clear this before they can even make it into circle. The Molotov comes through, and as Cobra goes prone, he actually ends up lying in the Molotov and goes down because of it. Gustav, nicely done to pick that one up. Yuppie as the solo, shotgun in hand. He's spotted by FaZe at this point, just surrounded.
Loving the fact that they can decide to keep FuzzFace up on the high ground to give some sort of a eye in the sky type view for the team. Not a whole they can do. Yes, okay, so he does get the knock on Fexx. Should be a rest possible depending on how aggressive Gen G wants to go on this. I don't think that's gonna happen. We'll have to wait and see. But really liking the fact that they decided to keep FuzzFace up on the hillside there to grant the team the kind of UAV vision from above. In the meantime, we talked about this place just before, and now Unique has opted to make a push on towards it. And Doozy finds a double. Azura is there to fight one from a fire. Azura again! Gen G interfering in a fight they had no right to take part in. Everything was looking great for Unique, but here comes Gen G over the hilltop to take down 2.
Shinboy somehow surviving inside of this dumpster. Not going to be getting spotted out by Gen G. Just about has cover, and he looks to try and third party onto Unique and finish off the job. Obviously, he's lost his teammates. He's barely inside zone, so that means as soon as he moves, Gen G are posted up. Pero, though, going to start moving through that western side straight in towards New Happy. The 3x spray attempt came out from Ming, but it's going to be H that's able to take down one before being trained himself. Mamu with the run over eliminates one more as it's down to Mill with the seat swap to finish off another. Nan is the final player left up, going to be over on the road looking down, SLR in hand. Can he find the headshot? Not looking like it as he just goes for the reposition, sees the knock player, tries to flush it out, but Mill is immediately there to return the fire. Now it's on to Mamu to close the gap, and you got to think right now, New Happy are all but over.
Not a whole lot for Nan to do in this situation. I'm curious to see how FaZe are reacting, and that you can see on the hillside there, FuzzFace actually great view here. FuzzFace is deciding to stay up on the hill for even longer. He should have perfect eyes on Mamu. You can see the shots coming in now, realizing both of them that there is indeed someone interfering from up above. FuzzFace taking out the tires, or at least trying to take out the tires on the buggy, should make it even worse for Nan if you thought it wasn't terrible enough already.
It's a close one there with the nade. Just got the first aid kit off with about half a second to spare as he tries to throw down some frags of his own. They're just not connecting. Ent, by the way, did manage to get themselves up to first place, but they will lose Squeaky, so it will be made a little bit harder to actually hold on to that lead as they throw down the smokes and get ready to make themselves across. KPI are going to hear these, and, well, they're already looking over in that direction. The next phase about to pop, and the question becomes which teams are going to be cut out and which teams are going to have to just run through open hills to make it in.
It was interesting, curious to see them decide to throw the smokes before the new circles popped. I knew they had to get out of there eventually, but I thought maybe wait until you see the next circle. It does go a little further south, though. I mean, it would have to be a complete north hardship for them to be able to stay inside the crater, and it does allow for them to wrap out safely. Speaking of safe, not quite so. Ike's left able to finally get rid of him over the hillside. 8 kills for Petrichor. It's been a slow kind of grind up the leaderboard for Petrichor. They're currently sitting in 21st. Still got 3 games to play, or make that 2.5 at this point. But there is still a good chance for them to make it into the top 16 overall if they can continue what they've been doing this game so far.
Absolutely, a lot to kind of close up still for a lot of these teams, but the point differential is not massive. One chicken dinner could be enough to bump a lot of these squads into that top 16 and obviously directly into the weekly survival, but still 2 more games to do it. It's not going to be an easy one. Gustav has spotted out Shinboy as he is going to try and peek through the window. Shinboy, though, with the bolt will only need to find just that one headshot, and Gustav will be in trouble. Fully focused onto this one as the zone moves through. KPI switch their focus up towards Ent. FaZe grouping up together, realizing there is a solo, and, well, if there's a free point, you may as well work as a team to grab it.
Yeah, actually, why not? Why not give it to Pio? You know, he's already fragging out everything anyway, so might as well give Pio yet another one so him and Ionix can fight to see who's going to get the most fantasy points overall. One more is granted. Dante's still playing behind Gen G. Not sure if they're aware of his whereabouts. Seems like they're all right now, at least focusing in the direction of FaZe. Obviously, they heard the vehicles coming in. Fexx goes for the vehicle. Did he spot Pio? Yes, he did, but Pio also saw Fexx. He's now out by the vehicle, but Gustav over the hilltop. Nice off angle. Finds one, finds 2. Second one to go down immediately after great repositioning from Gustav, not only to help Fexx, but also get the surprise angle onto towards Azura. Ionix now left all alone on the backside with 4 angry FaZe members pushing his way.
It's a dangerous position to be in right now as FaZe Clan start to wrap around and make the most out of this. FuzzFace wants to play point. Silzen, he opens up onto a fight of his own though as Ents lose Tiksu. FuzzFace moves up over the top. Inonix does find the headshot, but not going to be enough as FaZe finish him off. Down go Genji out in 7th position as we spoke about the Ents fight starting to go down. KPI are the ones focusing it, but it's Dante from Team Unique that actually comes in for a third party. Rustamar with a beautiful headshot does eliminate DraftKings as KPI lose yet another player. Soul goes down for Danawa.
Dante's ability to stay alive through this game, pretty impressive. They lost players to Genji earlier, now finding his way to top 6 and a few kills coming his way as well. Unfortunately, will go down as FaZe make the spread on all of you. You can see the way they've decided to two-way split this. I'm really liking what we're seeing from FaZe right now, trying to take full control of the east side. They know there's a compound on the north side of the circle that they can, but don't really need to deal with right now, and in between them is just a massive dip. So should this next circle go anywhere except for inside that compound, FaZe is pretty much no doubtedly going to be in the best position. So I'm really liking the spread out. Say, before we make an aggressive push forward, if we even have to, let's take control. And by doing so, they get perfect angles on everyone trying to make plays downhill. Really, really solid plays from FaZe Clan coming out right now.
Feels like we've harped on about it so much today, but it is Sunday and FaZe absolutely showing up yet again. Now currently in 15th place. If they can keep stacking the points, they will be pretty safe in terms of getting into that weekly survival. As Silzen, he's nearly able to survive for KPI, but in the end, it's going to be Rustamar that pushes through and finds the headshot. Ents, they take 2 casualties, but it doesn't look like FaZe really want to push onto this. They are just going to wait for the team to leave and then try and get those exit kills. Mings, though, he needs to make an entrance into the zone, and Rex is going to be the one to deny it. Danawa with yet another kill to go with their 5 so far from this game. Still, though, 3 teams remain, and Rex is just going to try and lay low as long as possible. As long as Aitzy can't land it onto Fexx, and well, that blue zone is closing in, he's just going to go prone, play the little divot, use the ridge for cover, and hope that FaZe or Ents are going down before the next phase starts to move.
Rex is doing everything he can to get Ents the 3rd win on a day, that's for sure. He is doing so much to try and prevent for Aitzy to make a run out of this position. Now headshot comes in, forces him down. You can see Fexx has had enough of it. He's wrapping down the other side, wants to get rid of him. I think the commitment call has been made. Fexx go over and help the 2 guys holding the compound. Aitzy saying, I got this. Gustav spots Tiksu on the transition, gets him down instantly. AFG doing massive work there. Aitzy again doing what he can to hold off the solo play on the south side. Now 4v2, finally the solo falls, and now FaZe can fully commit to the compound.
They can, but they've lost Aitzy. Now Gustav as well. Fexx is there to take down Rustamar. Is in the end, they just about salvage it. It's FaZe Clan. It's Sunday, and they get themselves a beautiful chicken dinner. Decent amount of kills. That'll bump them up the standings. But I think the takeaway from this is FaZe and Ents just consistently making it to endgame after endgame today. So impressive to see.
Holy, when I saw Diggory get that double in less than a second, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. They cannot be doing this. And had Rex from the hilltop been able to do more there as well. Whew, whew, that's a close one, boys. Nice try, but the win is